Hey everyone, welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene, and let's get into it. So, maybe about a year ago, I did a show on tariffs, and it was my basic understanding of what tariffs was. Like I said, I'm not an economist. I never went to college to become an economy major, but I'm also not stupid, and I know how to read and comprehend. So tariffs are an increase on goods coming in from other countries. Okay, we pay that. If a price is going to be more expensive coming in, then whoever receives that shipment off a cargo ship or an airline or whatever, whoever is receiving those goods is paying more for them because of the tariff. Then they pass that cost along to us, the consumer, because corporate America is not going to say, oh, well, I guess I have to lose profit margins. No, they're going to pass that on to us and increase what we pay for things to pay for their greed. And that's basically how tariffs work. So if you notice, coffee is already very expensive. So here's an example. I still go to Costco to shop, and to get a can of coffee was about $12, $13. Since tariffs have been imposed on South American countries, since Cadet Bone Spurs and his mental midgetness have come into power, now because of those tariffs, the coffee's about $20 a can. Now, what tariffs are supposed to do is bring industry back here, okay? So, for example, if I'm going to pay more for steel from country A, then it motivates me to have my steel made here in country B, where I live, and then that brings workers here, that brings jobs here, and it produces American production, or it helps the GDP, gross domestic product. Steel would be a product under this hypothetical. But what about coffee? Coffee only comes from the equator. It's grown in very humid climates, like Hawaii, South America. Africa makes really good coffee. So we have to remember where it comes from. So why impose a tariff on a good that we cannot grow here in the United States? That makes no sense. It's because the mango moron is upset with South America. He got taken to the cleaners by Argentina, bailed out their soybean farm by giving them $20 million, I believe it was. And then in return, Argentina sells their soybeans to China, and nothing comes back to the United States. We're just out $20 million of taxpayer money. And so why is he doing this to Venezuela? Bombing and blowing up their boats off the coast of Venezuela. If you're accusing them of having drugs, then, as prior law enforcement, I would seize the boat and show proof of evidence. Hey, look, here's the contraband we took off the boat. I just wouldn't accuse them of saying, hey, they have contraband on that boat and we're going to blow it up. National security. No, he's mad at South America because they are not capitulating to him. And Argentina, again, like I said, made a fool out of him. So that's why we have tariffs right now, because this idiot is throwing a temper tantrum and you and I are paying the cost for it. So, we got to get him out of there. We can do our best at the midterms. That's going to be a year from now. And I don't know what the condition or face of this country will be if this idiot is allowed to stay in the White House for another year. So, No King's protest was great. All it's really going to do is prove to incite him to throw more temper tantrums, to cause more pain on the American people. Not that I'm opposed to the No Kings. I'm not. I am. I'm just saying this is what we can expect as a result of it. Whatever we got to do. I know one thing No King sure proved is that the power of the people exists, and Republicans are afraid of it because they're the ones that have shut the government down. They will not reopen the government because reopening the government means the Epstein files will come out and Republicans will no longer be able to protect pedophiles. That's what this entire shutdown is about. So those are my thoughts. I know I kind of rambled on from terrorists to Epstein, but it just goes to show a pattern of why. What's the motivation? Why are we in this? And this is a very good reason why. So I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Please leave them in the comments section below. And as always, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and notification bell so you don't miss when new content comes out. I'm Gene. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. And as always, be kind to one another and treat each other the way you want to be treated. I'll see you later. Bye.